Hey, good morning everybody. Mark Bosley here. Thanks you so much for joining me again on this little video. What I'm going to do today is I'm going to do a step-by-step walkthrough on one of the types of graph searches that I do to go after leads on Facebook. The beauty of it is they're free leads, okay? So I'm going to try to go in a step-by-step process here so that everybody understands what it is I'm doing. I know you've seen some posts on my page recently about a graph search, and a lot of people go, hey, haven't they done away with that graph search? Well, they have, to a point, to an extent. They've taken away a lot of advantages and a lot of things we used to be able to do to go after traffic, but they haven't taken them all. Okay. The number one thing I want to talk about right here is targeted traffic. Okay. You hear people say all the time, go after targets, go after a specific person, you know, to get a sign up or to communicate or make a connection with. And all that's fine, but most of the time when I go to look at those people's pages who say that, all they're looking for is a warm body with a debit card or a credit card. You can look at somebody's friends list and see that most of the people, the players in this business, have the same friends in common, and they're all selling each other's business. So that to me is not a target market. That's just a warm body with a credit card or a debit card. You may see it different, but I'm just talking about my point of view. Anyways, today I'm going to show you people just exactly who my target market is, okay? So I've got my Facebook page opened up, okay? And I've typed in the search bar up here, stay-at-home moms who live in Alabama, okay? Now that could not be more targeted. It's their mothers who obviously live at home, and here's where they live, in Alabama, okay? So what's cool about that right there is a couple things, okay? Number one, I have in common with them that they live in Alabama, so that if I do send them that message here in a minute, I'll have a way to talk to them, a way to break ground with them, besides my ice-breaking message that I'm going to show you here in just a moment, okay? Also, number two is we have a mutual friend right here, okay? It doesn't matter who it is, whether I know this person. I do know this particular person. I went to high school with her. But it doesn't matter if we know this mutual friend or not, as long as we have mutual friends with these people right here. And the reason for that is when you click on message to send them that message, it won't open that box that says for them to check their other folder. It will open a box that will allow you to send that message to them, okay? So having said that, let me scroll down here a little bit. You can see all the leads that I can go after right here. So you get to the bottom of the page down here, and it'll reload again, okay? It'll reload more people, okay? So I'm really going after a targeted person, targeted people right here. I've already sent many of these people a message today, so I'm going to go ahead and send another so that you guys can see exactly what I'm doing right here. Now, if you live in a different state like Wyoming or Kansas or Vermont, you can type stay-at-home mom who live in Vermont, or who live in Kansas, or who live in Arkansas or California. You get it? Okay, it's targeted. It's not just people who work in MLM or network marketing. That's not a target. That's a very generic, broad term. That'll give you a boatload of people, but most of those people in those businesses right there are already in another business, and they're really not going to give you any play. They're not going to give you any response to your message like a mom who lives in Alabama would, okay? So here's what I do. I've already got a icebreaker message opened over here, my other site right here. I've got good morning, and I'll leave it blank so I can type their name in here and I can make it personal, okay? I came across you on Facebook. You can't read that. Let me go back to Facebook right here. Let's go ahead and we'll message Elaine, okay? She's in Gadsden. She's south of me. We have a mutual friend. So when I click, we can either go to her page. If we can go to her page right away, you can see if she's active on her page. She obviously is 9 hours ago. So, you know, she's a Facebook person. We'll go on back now to the previous page. So what I'll do is I'll click message. Boom. And it'll open up, right? And I've already got the message copied, and I will paste it right here in this little box. You notice it didn't open up to that box that said you don't have any connections with this person, or you don't have any contacts with her, so it's going to send it to their other folder. This is going directly to her message box, isn't it? Okay. So here's what I do. Here's the message, and I always put their name in there. Type Elaine, E-L-A-I-N-E. Okay. And here's the message. Here's the icebreaker message that I wrote this morning. I came across you on Facebook a little while ago while looking for work-from-home moms. I also work from home, but online. Just reaching out to mutual friends, seeing if they might want to do some part-time work with me online, if it won't interfere with what you're doing already. Okay, you got to give them a way out. Don't pin them down. I'm glad to share this information with you if you're curious. Not getting rich, but $50 to $100 daily part-time is nice. Let me know if I can share this information with you, and have a great day, Mark Bosley. Okay, you don't want to put any links in there. You don't want to sound any forward. You want to keep them at ease. You want to keep them relaxed. You just want to let them know, hey, I've got a little bit of information I want to share with you, and if it will fit into your schedule and it won't interfere with what you're doing, I'm happy to send that over to you. Okay, then boom, you push send. See, it went. No problems, right? We'll come down to the next person, Amber Michelle. I don't know her. She's in Coleman. I don't know who this person is we have a mutual friend with. But we do have a mutual friend, right? So we'll go ahead and click message again. We go back here to the message box. It opens up. Again, you see it's not got all that gibberish in there about the extra folder. You don't want to send it to that extra folder person, okay? Once in a great while, even if you have mutual friends, it will show up simply because that person doesn't have their page on public, okay? So there's my message. I've got it pasted. I type her name in there, A-M-B-E-R, make it personal. And then boom, I shoot it. Or you can send a photo. You know, you want to keep it pretty simple though. You don't want to confuse anybody or look like a spammer or look like, you know, hey, you're a stalker or something. Okay, just keep it simple and send it away. See how easy that was? Now you can do, you know, there's thousands and thousands of people in my state, in the state of Alabama, mothers that I could send this to. I don't do it like that. I know Facebook is always watching, so I don't want to go crazy. I do 20 or 30 of those, and I go have a cup of coffee, or I go walk the dog for 15 or 20 minutes, then I come back, do 20 or 30 more. Might even switch states. I might even go to stay-at-home moms who live in Tennessee or Georgia or Mississippi. But right now I'm trying to stay in the South, so people begin to know me. I begin to brand myself right here in my southern community right here, okay? It's all about branding yourself, all right? But you can scroll down. More people show up. There's Miss Riri Surreal. We have a common friend right there, a mutual friend. I just send this to her. Same thing. Copy, paste, boom. Send this to her. Put her name in here. R-E-E-R-E-E. And boom, send it. Okay. But if that little message comes up from Facebook and asks you to authenticate or verify that you're friends, stop what you're doing. Just stop and go away and come back an hour or the next day, because they're getting ready to shut you down. So don't go nuts just posting on every single person that you have a mutual friend with, because Facebook's watching. You know, oh, Zuckerberg, he's watching us. So just be careful about what you do. And I hope that helps you about targeted traffic. Targeted, not generic names, generic places, generic programs, okay? Targeted people right here. And then you can do your follow-up. I have a really snazzy follow-up message that I do when they respond to me, and I'll show that to you later on. But here's how you find some targeted traffic still with a Facebook graph search today. And this is January the 20th today, so this is fresh. This is new stuff. I hope that helped you, and thanks for listening. Talk to you later. Bye.